He was known as the Escape Master because he knew to break out of this prison, which was made of glass on all sides. With no blind spots and 360-degree surveillance, the only way out was to cause a distraction first. Pick a fight with another inmate and get sent to solitary confinement. Once in solitary, he would have a chance to escape. However, solitary was equipped with bright floodlights. Any movement would be met with a blinding glare, making it impossible to see. Luckily, after some time, he found a crack in the system. There was a nail on the floor, but to pull off the real escape, he needed a reliable partner. So, after leaving solitary, he began searching for an ally in the prison. That's when a prisoner named Johnson stepped forward. It seemed like he had figured out Morgan's plan. Morgan then told him he needed a metal piece. Johnson acted fast. He deliberately caused trouble to get sent to the interrogation room. He pissed off the warden and got himself roughed up by the guards. This was exactly the moment he could get the metal piece. Taking advantage of the distraction, Johnson grabbed a sewer cover and secretly handed it to Morgan. Morgan knew Johnson was trustworthy, so he revealed his true identity as the Escape Master and laid out the entire plan. Morgan said this prison was built vertically, which meant the inmates could be trapped underground, and the sound of water coming from beneath solitary proved there was a sewer system down there. So, to escape, the first step was to get into solitary. With that, they began their operation. They caused a scene to attract the guards' attention and eventually ended up in solitary. Once inside, Morgan used the metal piece to reflect the light off the nail on the floor. Miraculously, the nail expanded and contracted with the heat from the light and popped out of the ground. Morgan quickly pried it loose, then shoved a piece of bread in his mouth. He began yelling loudly to draw the guards' focus. When the cameras were fixed on Johnson, Morgan snuck under the floorboards and crawled into the sewer. At the bottom of the sewer, he saw a ladder and began climbing up. He thought once he reached the top, he could escape. But when he lifted the iron cover, he was shocked. The prison was actually surrounded by an endless ocean. How could he possibly escape now?